Hello, today we are making spaghetti and I will be using organic fettuccine nests, and I'll be using ragu pasta sauce. You can get your pasta sauce organic if you like. And the meat that I'm going to be using is going to be leftover beef roast that I made in the crock pot. Now, the way that I start this is I get a pan, I fill it full of water for the noodles, and I'm going to add organic olive oil into the water, and I'm going to salt the water. And then the salt is optional. I use the salt for keeping the noodles from sticking together, and I'm using sea salt. And I'm going to boil the fettuccine nest noodles, and I'm not going to use a spoon and move it around the noodles too much because I want it to stay in that nest. And then I'm just going to boil up the ragu pasta sauce, and then I'm going to add the meat to the sauce all on the stove. So I have the sauce starting to warm up on the stove now, and I'm going to add the beef roast, and I'm not just going to use only this, I will add more later. If you're using tomato sauce that's kind of bland, you can cut up some garlic and put in your own spices. Or you can make your own tomato sauce just by using tomatoes and cutting them up and adding your own spices depending on whichever you prefer. My tomatoes in my garden are not ready to be harvested yet to make my own tomato sauce, but soon they will. Please consider watching my other videos on YouTube. I have lots of videos on recipes, smoothies, and my beautiful harp music television for cats, for when you're away and you want a television on for your cat or for your dog. And I will also be adding my crocheting projects and my loom knitting projects, and also knitting as well, hats. And beautiful scenic videos of Colorado Springs, Colorado, with my beautiful harp music in the background. And my most popular videos are Canon with the harp ensemble that I played in, and my domestic ducks in winter. Thank you for watching. These noodles are done. I had them in longer than 8 minutes. They boiled up very well, and they still keep that formation of a nest somewhat. And I'm going to be putting them in my container. So these are my noodles that are in their formations, and I'm going to be adding some Italian style blend, organic. It's mozzarella, provolone, and Parmesan shredded cheese, free from antibiotics and hormones. And I'm just going to add a little bit. I'm not making a big Alfredo sauce. I'm just adding a touch of a cheese flavor to this. It's going to be like a very mild Alfredo sauce, but not too much. And I'm just going to be adding some of my salted pasta water that has a little bit of olive oil in it. This helps so the noodles don't dry out if you're going to be saving them for leftovers for the following day. And it also creates a nice creamy texture. And this hot pasta water is going to make the cheese melt. And then from there, you're going to add your tomato sauce. If you have too much tomato sauce, you can put this in the refrigerator and add more to this dish if the noodles begin to dry out. I like to put a little tomato sauce in the middle of each formed nest so then people can identify where the nests are. Or you can put each nest noodle on plates that you'll be serving your dinner on. Thank you for watching.